Excuse me, you look a little hungry. You in the mood for a ham sammy? Perhaps a nice little rump roast? Good, because we're doing leg day. Hamstring focus. Follow me if you're hungry. So guys, to start off, we're starting off with abduction. That means we're going out. Think of the B as in booty. Adduction is inward, okay? So what a lot of people don't realize is you can change the angle and where you hit on the glute depending on if you lean forward or not. So you lean forward, we hit more of the lower glute area. You come up, keeping that chest nice and high, digging through your heels. That is the most important thing. Don't point your toes. Keep the pressure on in your heels. You sit up, you hit medial glute, and then you sit back. Oh, you are hitting upper glute, darling. Make sure you're squeezing, driving through the heel, and that's how you build the booty. Why I love this machine so much, you can hit not only your hammies, but your booty as well. And guys, I need you to do this move too, because a girl likes something they can grab onto as well, okay? So, what we're gonna do is a lying hamstring curl, and then toward the end, I'm gonna burn out the glutes. I'm keeping it in a certain range of motion, so we're gonna do 10 to 12 reps full hamstring. Then you'll see me release, and my knees will go up to be able to hit the glute. Make sure you're driving through the heels, and squeeze, making sure those heels are pointed toward the ceiling. Don't point your toes, you'll lose the connection.
Yeah, she really wants you. You just gotta really make something happen.
You don't have to go heavy, you have to be able to make the connection, guys. Now, what I'm gonna do is make this a little closer. And now I'm gonna superset it. Watch. See how I lift my knees up? This is targeting the insertion point for my hamstrings and glutes. All right guys, so see this device? It's called a TENS unit. Now this also has an EMS setup in it. TENS unit helps with therapeutics. EMS sends electric stimulation to your muscles. Now I have to use this unfortunately because I've had 3 major knee surgeries, and over time after 20 plus years of lifting, I'm having some issues again. So what this does is it helps me make that mind-muscle connection so my knee moves properly, my muscles fire correctly, I can really get the most out of my workout. You're gonna see me do it right now. To hit a very deep and wide sumo squat. Now when you're hitting hamstrings, range of motion is key. You need depth to hit hamstrings. Don't half-ass these reps. So I'm not going super heavy on these. I'm going a very slow negative, concentrating, pausing quick on the bottom so I can initiate from the glutes. Again, from the glutes, not from the knees. You're gonna go on a very wide stance. Your knees are gonna travel directly over your toes. The bar is going to be right over your hips as you go down. So you're not that. So where you're gonna feel it, hamstrings, glutes, and right in these babies right here. Watch. So I'm gonna work the center of my hamstring right here. So the squat exercise that we did before worked the outside. Now I'm gonna work the semi-membranous right down the center. How I do that is I align my knee with my ankle. I'm pushing through the heel again. I come down super slow, straight down, straight down, straight down, and then I squeeze here first, and then I push up. So we come down nice and slow, contracting, squeeze, and then push up. Concentrating on every single movement. If you're just moving it like this, you're gonna get a lot of quad activity down here. Now what I'm doing is stretching everything out nice and slow, squeeze, and then press up. What a lot of bodybuilders end up doing is they just go throughout the motion, right? They'll put a bunch of plates. Notice I have only 3 plates on each side. I'm not going super heavy because if I go super heavy, I'm gonna lose the contraction, right? As bodybuilders, we wanna feel the muscle that we are working. We're not just moving it from point A to point B. Slow everything down, go a little bit lighter, squeeze, make that connection, and I promise you, you'll build a lot more quality, dense muscle through doing so. So this machine allows for you to be able to do 2 things. You can do single leg or both at the same time if you link the connection together. So for me personally, I like doing single leg because of my knee injury. Also, depending if you're stronger on one side than you are the other, when you're going both at the same time, it's hard to make a connection to your weaker side. Also, if you are just going for heavy 6 to 8 rep range, that's when you go for the bilateral movement. If you want unilateral work, you go a little bit slower and really connect better. So my advice to you is do 4 sets on this exercise. Do 2 heavier with both at the same time in a particular foot pattern that you like, and then the last 2 do single. You'll pre-exhaust the muscle by lifting heavy and dual leg, and then you can finish off lighter when you have a little bit less energy and really concentrate on what you're doing. Okay, guys, so we are doing our last exercise for the day. We're doing good mornings. Now, you see people doing this with a free bar. You see people doing this on the hack squat. Me in particular, I love that hack squat, and here's why. If you have any type of back injury, this is a beautiful piece of equipment to use because it's stationary. You are not using any complementary muscles. You have stability on this. You are locked, loaded, and ready to go. So, how I position myself, I put my forearms here on this pad. Now you can rest your hands. If you have any scoliosis, you rest your head in your hands. If you have no neck or back issues, you can rest it on the headrest. You don't want to go too heavy on this. We are towards the end of our workout, so it's more to get blood back into the muscle. I go down as so. Wider stance, but go straight out. You push through the heel on the way up. Depth is very important. You don't want to go only to here because then you're going to have the propensity to push with your quads on the way up. Done with leg day. We hammered these hamstrings, and now onto the post-workout. So this is the ISO powder. Great for people with any lactose allergies. No lactose. It also has an amino complex that I absolutely love post-workout. Now this is the chocolate flavor. They have a banana cream too. You mix it together, it tastes like a chocolate covered banana. Magical when you're in prep like I am. This is perfect for someone who is dieting. You can use this during the day, post-workout. I even use it pre-workout with some rice cakes. It sits really easy in the stomach. Perfect, perfect, perfect for your healthy lifestyle. We are signing out, guys. We are 15 weeks out from the New York Pro. Thank you so much for all of the amazing feedback that we are getting. Thank you for following me, and always remember, hold strong, metabolic rocks.